Hi guys, I'm your English teacher Kay with ISpeakSpokeSpoken.com, and you can download these slides and take a quiz at the end to make sure that you've learned everything we're going to cover today. So in these slides, we're looking at how to pronounce irregular verbs in English. So irregular verbs are crucial to learn because they don't follow conjugation rules. So they're tricky, but they're crucial for fluent English communication. Let's make sure we understand irregular verbs. We have infinitive, past simple, and past participle. For example, do, did, and done. There are some pronunciation patterns and examples that we'll show you to help you learn different irregular verbs. So the first pronunciation pattern has to do with vowel sound changes. Now, let's look at some examples. We have speak, spoke, spoken, just like the name of this channel. And notice that the vowel sound changes from E in speak to O in spoke and O in spoken. And with write, wrote, written, the vowel sound changes from the I in write to the O in wrote and the short I sound in written, not writen. So again, write, wrote, written. Good. Now, with irregular verbs, we also have stress patterns. And normally, irregular verbs have the same stress pattern when it changes form. For example, begin has the same stress on the second vowel as began and begun. Another example, forget, emphasize the second syllable. Forgot. And forgotten. Another pattern for pronouncing irregular verbs is the common ending sounds. So when we go from the past simple to the participle forms, the ending sound stays the same. For example, find, found, found. We have the same ending sound in the past simple and the participle forms. And also in bind, bound, bound. Same sound. Once again, find, found, found. And bind, bound, bound. And don't forget, you can click here to download the slides and take a quiz at the end. And if you have any questions or comments, you can write them below. So let's look at more examples that focus on pronunciation. So here we have be, was, were, and been. Be, was, were, been. Once again, be, was, were, been. Not been, been. And speak, spoke, spoken. Speak, spoke, spoken. Once again, speak, spoke, spoken. And again, write, wrote, written. Write, wrote, and be careful with this one. It's not written, it's written. Emphasize the first syllable. Written, written. Once again, write, wrote, written. Good. Let's look at some more examples. We have go, went, and gone. Go. Went. Gone. Not gone, gone. Once again, go, went, gone. Good. So don't forget, with irregular verbs, we have the base form or the infinitive, we have the past simple and the past participle. You're going to hear these all the time when you encounter English speakers, so that's why I want you to practice, practice, practice. Number 5, come, came, come. Come, came, come. Number 6, see, saw, seen. Make sure you've got the long vowel sound. See, saw, seen. Once again, see, saw, seen. And take, took, taken. Take, took, taken. Once again, take, took, taken. And number 8, give, gave, given. It's not give, gave, given. Once again, give, gave, given. Are you saying it with me? And number 9, begin, began, begun. Remember, the stress stays the same. We're putting it on the second syllable in each form. Once again, begin, began, begun. Good. Okay, number 11. Eat, ate, eaten. Long vowel sound. Eat, ate, eaten. Number 12. Drive, drove, driven. Drive, drove, driven. Not driven, driven. Once again. Drive, drove, driven. Good. And number 13, fly, flew, flown. Fly, flew, flown. Not flown, flown. One more time. Fly, flew, flown. And number 14, know, knew, known. Practice with me. Know, knew, known. Not noun, known. One more time. Know, knew, known. Very good. And number 15, grow, grew, grown. Once again, grow, grew, grown. Good job. So, to make sure that you've really learned the pronunciation for irregular verbs, make sure to practice using them in sentences. Let's take a look at some examples. Last summer, I grew my own tomatoes. Or, for example, I have never grown my own tomatoes. Or for example, have you ever flown to New York? No. I have never flown to New York. And finally, she has written a novel. Or for example, she has forgotten her book. Remember, with forgotten, just like forget, forgot, we emphasize the second syllable. Forgotten, forgotten. So make sure that you go through and practice pronouncing everything with me again to really get your fluent pronunciation for irregular verbs. And you can click here to download the slides and take a quiz. You can leave your questions or comments down below, and you can subscribe so that you never miss a course. It's been great teaching you today. Once again, my name is Kay, your English teacher with ISpeakSpokeSpoken.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye!